Hi everyone, so welcome to my channel Creators Brain. So today we will learn locators and different type of locators. So guys, in Selenium we have 8 type of locators. So anyone we can use to find the XPath or to locate a web element on the page. So I will tell you one by one what are the different type of locators. Okay, so let's begin. First, I'm creating a method. Locators will be the name of my method, and let's begin. Now I'm writing the annotation for the test ng test. Okay, suppose I want to I'm like copy pasting 4 line to invoke the browser, which we have studied in our last video. So okay, in short I'm explaining these 4 5 lines. With the help of this line we have set the property, we have set the path of our driver, which we have kept in our system. So this is the interface. We are creating object. With the help of object, we are calling methods of this interface. So that with the help of this line, we are opening Google, and here we are opening the Myntra app, and this is line is used to maximize the browser. So guys, now we want to learn what are the locators and what are the different type of locators, right? Okay. So suppose let me take one application, and then with the help of that we will learn. Suppose I want to navigate to this URL. So let me pass this URL here. Okay, so with the help of this line we have just imagine that we have successfully navigated to this web page. Okay, so here as you can see we have 1 2 3 4 5 text field, and here we have 2 buttons: go to login and register button, right? So now if I want to locate this text field, how we will do that? So guys, just come to this page and just right click on this field, right click, and just click on inspect, right? As you click on as you click on inspect on this, so this DOM will open. So guys, this right side where this code is written HTML, head, body, dev. So this is called DOM. So with the help of this DOM, we can find what is the path of this field or this buttons, right? So just again click on this arrow button and just click here. So this means, see, as you click here, this line is highlighted. That means this is the line. This is the code for this button. Again, just click here and again click on password field. See, this line is highlighted. That means this section is for username, password, and confirm password. Just scroll it down. Okay. Now you will understand the DOM. So this is registration username for this username, and this is password for this, like that. Okay, so let's take one by one example. Suppose just go here, move your cursor here, and type and press Control F. As you will press Control F, this will come find by string, selector, or XPath. Now just type anything, any random number, right? So that you remain on same page, and then type double slash. Okay, right. Now okay, I will tell you what is the syntax for see, we have different type of locators, right? I will tell you. Let me open one my notepad. Okay, okay. So for like for XPath, our syntax is double slash tag name, this braces at the rate attribute is equals to its value, right? So this is the syntax for XPath. Similarly, if we talk about CSS selector, our syntax remains same, only we have to modify something, like we have to remove this double slash and we have to remove this at the rate. So this is the syntax for CSS selector, and this is the syntax for XPath. In real time also you will work on XPath only, because it will be used a lot. And you can use this also, depends on your project, like which XPath they are using. So let's take use this. Okay, so again go to that page where we were last time. Come here. Now again click on this and just click on username. Okay, so if you come here, this line is a syntax for this field. So what was our that double slash? Okay, just press here. I will write after this only. Double slash. Tag name means starting point. So you can see tag name means starting one, starting keyword. So tag name means input. So right here input braces at the rate. Attribute means red, this orange color is attribute, blue color is value. Orange color is attribute, blue color is value. So you can take any of the attribute, but it should be unique, because suppose this ID has registration username and second ID also have this same name, so then it will be duplicate. So make sure your whatever attribute you are taking, that should be unique, right? So most of the time ID is unique. So let's take this, just double click on this blue value until it get copied. Okay, this is coming. Now just write here attribute equals to and its value, and then close. Well, okay, sorry, ID is the attribute, right? ID equals to and value. Yeah. Okay, so attribute is what? Orange color is attribute and blue color is its value. So this is our XPath. Now just copy this and just remove all of this and type here. So you can see it is highlighted orange, and if you will press enter again, so you can see left side this is highlighted now. If you will press here enter. Okay, similarly if you update this ID value in your XPath here, this, see, password is highlighted. That means here count is coming one. That means this path is unique, means with this ID only one field is there, right? So let's take this username only and let's paste here and then copy this XPath, and now we will write. So just type object which we have created here, object dot find element, because we are finding element on that web page, right? Here we are finding this elements, whatever section, whatever field is coming on the web page. So write driver dot, once you will press dot, it will show all the methods. Driver dot find element, just type by dot. So this syntax you have to learn. See, you can see all different type of locators: class name, CSS selector ID, link, text name, partial, and etc. So one by one I will tell you every locator. We have 8 different type of locators, but we usually work on XPath and maybe CSS and maybe link text, depend upon the requirement and the element. So let's take example of XPath first. So just click on XPath, because we have created XPath here. Now just copy this and inside double quote just pass this value. Okay, you have passed this value. Just let me check once. Again I'm copying this and double quotes. Okay, you have successfully passed the XPath. Now what operation you have to perform? We have to type here na something, means after locating, means this XPath will only locate this, it will only click on this field, but you have to type something here. Usually what you do, you have to type something, use some username na here. So what we will do, dot, see again methods are coming. So send keys, this method is used to pass any value. See, you can see char sequence. So let me pass uh, username. It should be like Samarth. Just taking an example and then closing it. Okay. Now guys, let's run this program. Let's check what it will do. Just click on test ng. In my next video, I will tell you more syntax for XPath, that how to find dynamic XPath in my next video. But here we are understanding basic XPath, like how to find basic XPath, right? It has opened Google, as you can see, google.com, and then it has navigated to the second URL which we have passed here, enroll.com, and then it has located this field, and then it has passed Samarth. Sorry, here, as you can see, Samarth is typed here, right? Which whatever command you have given, it will pass, it will type there. That, let me update this. Let me type hello. Okay, now let me execute it again. So whatever username you want to pass, you can pass inside the send keys, that will be automatically typed inside the username field, right? Let's see what will happen again. So it will invoke the Google Chrome, and then it will open the Google, and then later on it will open the enroll website, and then it will update that value, right? So guys, that's it from my side. In next video we will learn more about the locators. So this is one among them. So we have 8 type of locators. So this is XPath. Thank you guys. That's it from my side.